Vilnius is the capital of Lithuania. It's a vibrant city with a rich history and a modern face. It's a place where the past and future meet. While the city center is known for its beautiful old buildings and elegant restaurants, there's another side of Vilnius, hidden behind the facades. Today we will visit one of the most unique places in Vilnius, Šnipiškės district. For some it's a shame of the city, but for others it's a valuable architectural and historical site. Here you will find old, neglected streets and houses where time seems frozen, side by side with new, modern residential complexes and business centers. In the past, it was a distant suburb and a rural village, but now, in the 21st century, Šnipiškės is a part of the city center. It's a place where the past and future literally intersect on every single street. Today, Šnipiškės is undergoing rapid development, and experts predict it will become the most prestigious district in the city. We will look at this incredible contrast between wooden buildings from the 18th century, Soviet-era high-rises, and modern skyscrapers with offices and apartments. We are probably in the most contrasting place in Vilnius. This is Šnipiškės district. Let's go! Our journey begins in Kalvarijų Street, very close to the city center, where life is bustling with modern skyscrapers, business hubs, offices of large companies, and hotels. But literally a few steps away, we find ourselves in a seemingly frozen-in-time district with wooden houses, narrow streets, and small gardens. The first sight greeting us is abandoned houses. One of them has burned down. Its crumbling walls now shelter the homeless and serve as a canvas for graffiti. Such places often convey decay and neglect. Often, haters of foreign propaganda film videos from Šnipiškės district in order to show how bad everything is in Lithuania and how the capital is dying. Indeed, many buildings are in a poor condition. It's common to see cracked walls, faded facades, and roofs that look like will collapse next winter. Recently, this district lacked even basic utilities. Residents used the communal water pumps and outside toilets. Although some houses are considered unsafe, people are not moving. For some, this neighborhood is home. They repair their houses, decorate them, and maintain their gardens. Often, multiple families live in a single house, making it difficult to reach an agreement on selling the property. For others, it's simply a good investment. The average price of land exceeds €100,000 per hour for 100 square meters and is growing every year. Many owners are simply waiting for prices to rise even higher and are not particularly worried about the condition of the houses. In essence, homes have no real value. Important is only land beneath them that developers can use to build something. That's why we see a striking contrast: old houses with outdoor toilets and water, and glass buildings with modern architecture that already reach in the sky. Just a few hundred meters away from the business center is Giedraičių Street, the main street in the wooden part of this district. The area is mainly made of village-style wooden houses from the 19th and 20th centuries. And although some houses are decaying, life goes on here. People continue their daily routines, drying laundry outside, growing flowers, and children play in the streets, riding bikes. From the outside, a house may look abandoned, but on closer inspection, you will notice a garden, a well-kept yard, and grapes climbing the fence. In this seemingly forgotten place, there is a warm atmosphere and a clear love for the home, even if the house itself is old and needs repair. Local residents are proud of their neighborhood. Despite the difficulties, they do everything they can to improve the space around them. Sometimes you can see cars here that could belong to successful people. Residents take care of their houses, paint the facades, restore fences, decorate the windows with flowers, and spend cozy evenings in their yards. For them, this district is not just a place to live, it's their small community. Wooden Šnipiškės is a district of Vilnius that was overlooked and considered a village due to its numerous wooden houses, neglected streets, and wasteland areas. However, this place is now developing very rapidly, with both commercial and residential buildings being constructed. Especially funny to watch 15 years old videos from various bloggers about how Lithuania is dying, how Vilnius is dying, and very often uses this district as a backdrop and dramatic effect for the sake of hype and views count. The city administration also played a vital role. Renovation work is underway or already completed on the central streets of this district. Roads have already been laid, bike paths have been built with sidewalks, benches and streetlights installed. This has brought a fresh look and comfort for residents. Kniedrėčių Street is a prime example of positive transformation. Today, it looks completely different than it did a few years ago. It now serves as a transit bike road through the entire district and a popular place for walks, presenting a fresh, welcoming environment. A new design code has also been introduced, standardizing wooden fences and stone entrances, even for abandoned houses. In the past, many houses here were in disrepair, and this neighborhood had a very bad reputation. But now, this area attracts families and couples on their way to the old town. There are still some unrenovated and neglected houses, but many are in good condition, and the surrounding environment matches Vilnius' best neighborhoods. Wooden Vilnius certainly has its own recognizable style. Originally, it was planned to demolish entire wooden district by 2030. Not a single wooden house was supposed to remain. However, due to the economic crisis and changes in many plans, the entire concept of this district was updated. Now, the core of wooden houses will remain, preserving their unique charm and integral part of the district identity. Walking along the renovated streets, you feel like the old city has been refreshed. But just a few steps away, and you will see dirt roads and old wooden houses again. The sharp boundary between new and old is especially noticeable here. It's fascinating how all this coexists so closely. Gravel roads and well-maintained sidewalks. Old buildings and modern public spaces. This contrast is literally under your feet, and it's amazing. At the same time, the mix of glass high-rises views among single-story wooden houses is fascinating. If you are looking for great Instagram photos, this district is definitely worth visit. If you visit Vilnius, I strongly recommend exploring this district. Just walking a street or two will teleport you into a completely different reality. You never know what's around the corner, and that's what makes it so exciting. The city is paying attention to the leisure needs of local residents. Modern playgrounds, sport fields, and public meeting areas have been added to this district. You can find basketball and football courts, as well as outdoor fitness equipment. These spaces have become popular with residents from across the city, where children can play and enjoy the new facilities. The ongoing flow of investments is clearly visible here. This modern touch is gradually changing the atmosphere of the entire area. Lithuania's economy is growing rapidly, and Vilnius, now the largest city in the Baltics, with over 600,000 residents, reflect this growth. Its business hub, the skyscraper district, symbolizes the future of Vilnius. Its construction began in 2002. Europe Tower is the tallest skyscraper in the Baltics, 149 meters high. The area hosts offices of international banks, large companies, apartments, shopping center, and the city administration. Constitucijos Avenue runs through this district and serves as an artery of New Vilnius. Everything is moving here. People are rushing, and each skyscraper seemingly competing in design and beauty. Modern architecture and the shine of glass gives this area a futuristic feel, and between the skyscrapers are hidden cozy terraces with the views of the historic old town. However, Vilnius is not only a striking contrast between the old and new, but also the past that still remains nearby. Alongside modern, well integrated into the city's atmosphere buildings, there are some relics of a bygone era. Just a few steps from the skyscrapers and you encounter a massive concrete Soviet-style buildings. This is a typical Lithuanian high-rise building from concrete that grew up before the collapse of the Soviet Union. It's surrounded by the residential complex Arfa, with its tallest section exceeding 100 meters. This massive Soviet constructions looks like a monument of a bygone era. Their windows and walls seems to opposite new buildings. They remind us of what the city used to be, but at the same time coexist peacefully with the modernity. They have already become an integral part of the cityscape and will not be demolished. A special place in this district is a terrace located near the Swedbank office. From this elevated viewpoint, you can enjoy a stunning panorama of the old town and the Neris River. At sunset, you can see historic buildings bathed in the soft rays of the sun. Under the terrace is an ordinary parking lot, but a huge public space has been built on the top of it. Residents come here to spend time with friends or meet with loved ones, host dates, or simply enjoy the atmosphere. This place is especially beautiful, and it allows you to see Vilnius from a completely new, romantic, and breathtaking side. This is Vilnius' journey from poverty to shine. A place that was so loved by haters is now transforming into a fashionable district right before our eyes. Here, skyscrapers coexist with wooden houses, and historic neighborhoods are being revived through new public spaces. This city unites the old and the new, giving us a unique opportunity to see how the capital of Lithuania is evolving and growing. Gradually, the population is also changing. People of different ages buy housing here, but most often 30-40 years old, who like to live in the city center. Young families with children are also buying housing, so the area is getting younger. I believe in 10 years this will be the most expensive, safe, and luxurious district in Vilnius. Overall, if you're in Vilnius, make sure to visit this area. I highly recommend it. And thank you to everyone who watched it until the end. Stay tuned.